Thank you. He had the right stuff and a whole lot more. Legendary pilot Chuck Yeager, the first man to break the sound barrier in an historic flight career over the Mojave Desert, passed away on Monday. John Berman takes a look back at his amazing career.
General Charles M. Chuck Yeager was the very embodiment of the right stuff. He will forever be known as the first man to break the sound barrier. Born in 1923 in rural West Virginia, Yeager says he was not a born pilot.
I didn't know anything about flying because I'd never been in an airplane in my life.
Yeager joined the Army as an aircraft mechanic at the start of World War II. His first airplane ride didn't go so well.
I puked all over my airplane. I said to myself, man, you've made a big mistake.
Pressing on, Yeager took advantage of an Army program that offered enlisted men the opportunity to become pilots.
I remember March 4th, 1944, on my 8th mission, I shot down ME 109 right over the middle of Berlin with the Mustang. Next day, I got shot down.
When the war ended, Yeager returned to California to marry his sweetheart, Glennis Dickhouse. Yeager later became a research pilot at Edwards Air Force Base, making dangerous test flights civilian pilots couldn't or wouldn't do.
It's like combat. You know, you either get killed or you don't. Well, if you have no control over it, don't worry about it.
That's how he found himself 45,000 feet above Rogers Dry Lake in California on October 14, 1947. Breaking the sound barrier, a feat many believed could not be done.
I don't look at things, you know, as being scary or not. You either do or you don't. And if you live, hey, you've done your job.
Yeager eventually returned to combat flying and retired from active duty in 1975 as a brigadier general. The General, as he preferred to be called, became a household name in the 80s with the book and movie The Right Stuff.
Did you like watching someone else play you?
Yeah, it was fun. Sam Shepard did an excellent job.
Sam Shepard did,
yeah.
Right?
Through it all, Yeager remained airborne. In 2012, at the controls of a borrowed Air Force F-15, an 89-year-old Chuck Yeager broke the sound barrier again, 65 years to the minute after his first sonic boom. Yeager's logbook documented more than 10,000 flight hours over 60 years in 350 different kinds of planes around the world. Always a pilot with the right stuff.
And as was mentioned, Yeager spent significant time here in Kern County out at Edwards Air Force Base, where he would ultimately be the first person to break the sound barrier. He broke many records in flight. 23 ABC caught up with him in 2000 during the Edwards fly-in as he landed in an F-15 fighter.
Airplanes are just like cars, you know, you can fly one, you can fly most of them. Besides, I got a good C&I dog with me. He takes care of me. Dave and Bill back there in the back seat said it was a long stick. And, you know, if you want to go left, he hits you on the right side.
Once again, his accomplishments are really too many to list, but he'll never be forgotten. Yeager was 97 years old.